Hey y'all, it's Akina and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a closure behind the hairline quick weave. So here you can just see me sectioning up my hair, and basically for braid down or leave out, just braid down the rest of your hair and leave out just a little bit of edges, and then you want to apply your cap that you see me doing here. So with this protective bond, they do have a black one like this one, and they have a clear one. It doesn't matter which one you get. They're both water resistant. So when you go to take this out, it'll just come right out. So you just want to keep doing this all over your head and the back of your head. And make sure it's fully dry before you apply any hair. Cut the cap. So you want to cut this little piece that's not held down by the bun. So you just cut this off, and here I'm just going to cut off the excess that's not supposed to be there. So, and you want to pull it all the way back so that you're not cutting your hair. So just cut all that excess cap off. I did have to go back in and fix the edges because I accidentally cut some of the cap off that was covering my braids. So just be mindful of that. I had to make sure that I wasn't cutting any more of the cap where my braids are supposed to be covered. So here I'm about to show you the closure. I got this closure off Amazon and it was really good. I didn't have any problems. So here I am just cutting off the little excess. I did cut a little bit more. I don't think I recorded this though, but you just want to cut off all that and the tabs, some of the tabs on the side. Here I'm just cutting out the part that I actually bonded down, so just making sure my middle part is all correct before I move on to the closure. So here I'm just cutting off more of the closure, and you want to make sure that you place it right behind your hairline. So here you just want to place it behind the hairline that you left out. I'm just making sure that I want it in the right spot. So I am going to add some clips just to hold it in place because it's only me doing this and I don't want it to slip. So I'm just making sure I have it right, and then I'm going to take a sewing needle and put some black thread because you want to sew the closure down. This is what is going to secure it and just make it from shifting while you're adding your bundles. So here I'm just going in, make sure my hair's out the way, and you're going to want to sew the closure down so that it's not moving. So you want to just kind of insert the needle through the closure, like go down and up, wrap some of that thread around the needle and pull it up. And you want to do this all over the closure. So after you got your closure down, you're going to want to glue your bundle. So this is the hair that I use. I use pack hair. I used the green diamond pristine hair. I used 10 at the bottom, 12 in the middle, and 14 at the top. So here I'm just going in to make sure that my part is okay. I do go in with some tweezers just to pluck the part, and I'm going to do more of this later, but I just kind of wanted to test it out. So you want to separate. You do want to like split two pieces of the closure apart. Take the 10-inch hair and you want to go around the perimeter of your head. I glued this, but you can sew it if you're better at sewing. I'm not good at sewing on my head, so I just glued the perimeter. And this is going to be your first track between the closure. Just glue it like how you normally would a quick weave. This is going to make the closure stay in place more. The same again, part another section. I think I only did like 2 sections between parts. So take each section from each piece, take the 10-inch hair again, measure around your head to the closure and add that bundle. Again, this is just gonna make it more secure, so you don't have to worry about your closure slipping. this foundation I found to just protect my parts. So I used the end of this brush and covered up some parts that I didn't want to show. And then I'm going to go in with my tint, black tint, and I'm going to spray the closer just to make it a little more even. And then you're going to want to cover up that little white piece from the lace. Just cover up what you don't want sprayed. And then just blend it together. So here you're just going to finish up using up your 10-inch bundle, and then you're going to go in with the 12-inch bundle. And you're just going to glue your tracks like a normal quick weave in the back. So just fill all those spaces until you're done. So here I'm brushing out my hair, and then I'm going to go in with the wax stick. I'm going to just flatten out the top of that closure, and I'm going to do this with a hot comb. So you just want to make sure it's flattened out. I just want to do this first before I went to cutting so it can be straightened. And I'm also going to be using some heat protectant. So here I'm going in cutting my bob. I'm just cutting and trying to match the same length. I was having such a difficult time cutting this bob, but it ended up turning out pretty good. So just go around and cut off all those ends that you don't want. Make sure it's straight. And then I'm also going to go in with my clippers just to even everything out. To go in and flat iron my hair. I'm using this flat iron. I got this like a year ago on Amazon, but it flattens out really good, and it's good for like just pressing out your hair and using that bump at the end. So I'm just gonna go in and flatten out everything and bump the ends a little bit. So while I was flattening the hair, I think I had it on 300 or 200. I didn't want it to be too hot, so I did not go to 400 degrees. So I would keep it at 230 or 300. One of those temperatures are good. Now, a few tips. I did have to go in a few times with the flat iron because the hair was like, it was silky, but I had to make sure it was flat enough, so that's why you're going to see me using it a few times and fixing just some pieces. But a few things with the closure, I would make sure that you put it at a good spot at your hairline, because I did notice where I placed it. I mean, you can't really tell now because I did fix some of it off camera, but I would just make sure that it's not noticeable. I mean, it's not noticeable now, but if someone were to look, you can't really see it. So just make sure that you put it in a place where it's really good. I also wanted to add, when you're using the tweezers, go down in a straight line to fix that part. I had to do it a little bit, but I didn't want to do it too much because I thought it was fine. So yeah, just some things to be mindful of when doing this style. Also, I did not leave out enough hair as I should have. Like, if I were to do this in the future, I probably would have left out some more hair. And that's why you see me covering up that little piece. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, just that little line, you don't want that there. So just make sure you leave out enough hair that's going to cover that. But I did go back and fix it. And here I'm just fixing up my hair. But this is the end look. I did go in and add some more bundles because it was thin, but I did thicken it with adding more bundles, and I kind of missed some spots. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave your comments in the comment section, and I'll see you next time.